All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And peace and love to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Just with a quick epistle, man, concerning how the Lord is, man, and we understand that the Lord deals with both good and evil. The Lord loves, but he also hates. So we'll take a look real quick at some of the things, specifically 6 things that the Lord himself said he hates, man. All right. This is Proverbs 6 and verse 16. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. All right. And our perception or definition of abomination isn't to be compared to how the Lord views, and when he calls something an abomination, it's very, very, very serious when the Lord says something to him is an abomination. You know what I mean? Because his ways are higher than ours. The Lord is perfect, always has been, and always will be. We're the one that's filthy and dirty and disgusting. All right. Well, Proverbs 6 and 16 or 17. A proud look is something that the Lord hates, man. And then let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 18. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of women, because we do know vengeance is of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. But the whole point being, pride was not made for men, and it's so many reasons why you should be able to pick up on that. I always like to say pooping. I just keep it 100, man. It's a disgusting thing that we have to do on a daily basis, and especially for these women out here. That's something that they have to do on a daily basis as well. So if pride wasn't made for man, how much more woman, all right, and child, man. The fact that we have these imperfections and we're subject to decay and death, man. That's what a few reasons that we're not to be prideful, because at any second, first and foremost, dealing with the Lord, he could absolutely wreak havoc upon your life. It could be health, financially, your family. All right. So we shouldn't walk around here pride as if nothing will happen to us. All right. And going back to all our imperfections, the fact that no matter how good we look, one day, eventually, time will catch up with all of us, and our bones are gonna get weaker. If you're have stature, the older you get, the more hunched over you become, man. Your hair turns gray, your teeth fall the hell out, your eyes get bad. How could you be prideful as an old man upon the earth? That's damn near helpless, man. You can't even, and I'm talking about especially when you get up in age and don't let the Lord have plagued your mind. You can't even wipe your own butt, man. You gotta have somebody wipe your own butt and things like that for you. So pride was definitely not made for men. This is something that upsets the Lord when he sees our people with all this damn pride. And again, if pride wasn't made for man, how much more woman? And we do know that some of the most prideful people of our nation come from the female gender side of things, man. All right, the woman, all right, is very, very prideful, and she damn sure shouldn't be, man. All right, death and destruction is right around the corner, but let them tell it. They know everything, man. All right, but back to the book of Proverbs 6 and 16. All right. A proud look is something that the Lord hates, man. A lying tongue. Do we need to go into detail about telling lies? And Lord, forgive me for the lies, little, you call them petty lies, a little white lies sometimes, man. Hey, we got to do better with that, man. But, hey, Esau eat him. But, he's great at lying. But, we really want to keep it within our nation, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, because the law, statutes, and commandments was given unto us, man. So the Lord hates, when we lie, all right? And hands that shed innocent blood, man. Hey, Esau eat them. And, all the atrocities that have occurred via this man's rulership, man. But even, amongst our own people now, as we come into this truth, we understand the way the Lord operates more than the average individual. So we do understand that no man perishes being innocent. All right, so everyone that catches it, it's sanctioned by Yahweh, by Hashem and Hawashai. But that prideful mentality that our young men have, all right, to get their Glocks and their Gats and their straps and their, extendos, man, and lay you down and then rap about it, man. That you know what I mean? Just out here just causing all type of mayhem, man. And you see it on the news all the time, man. It was just not too long ago. I think it was a group of young females of our nation. I believe they unalived an old person, man, for really, for face value, for no reason, for face value, shedding innocent blood. All right. But, starting with Esau Edom, which is why he's getting ready, to be destroyed and go into captivity for 1,000 years, because he has shed a lot of quote unquote innocent blood. And I say quote unquote because, again, we know that no man perishes being innocent. It's all sanctioned by Yahweh, by Hashem and Hawashai, man. But as it relates to the perception of man, he don't know that. These motherfuckers don't know that of our nation. Esau don't really know that. They think it's them that's out here popping at the ops, busting at the ops and all that, man. All right, but it's really Yahweh, Bahashim, and Hawashai bringing that judgment upon the earth. But pride, shedding innocent blood, it's all mixed in one big pot of you finna get destroyed, man. All right, but where we at? Verse 18, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, man, that sit here and plot any type of BS, man. Hey, our women are good at that when it comes to scamming, and the Lord is revealing a lot of that. I'm talking about from just little petty scams, if you will, to straight multi-million-dollar schemes. Our females will sit down, figure out how to navigate this damn system and steal money from people, man. All right. But any type of plotting that you sit here and you can't, wait on the Lord, man. Hey, the Lord hates that, man. A heart that deviseth wicked imagination, man. Feet that be swift and running to mischief. Remember what the Lord say? Follow not a multitude to do evil. Think about what you're doing before you do it, man. Don't just you have to practice temperance and patience out here, man, dealing with these idiots, man. All right, but you don't want to be like a individual that just immediately flies off the handle for every situation. A lot of our men coming in that feminine spirit doing that shit. That's something women do. They don't know how to effectively communicate, man. They can't take the low. So it's always in the spirit of being swift to run into mischief, man. All right. Verse 19, a false witness that speaketh lies. All right. That's something that I have dealt with, that the Lord has let me deal with. False accusations, man. That's something that, starting with Yahushua, all right, and the rest of our brothers, that have fought for the name Yahweh or Yahushua. It's something that we experience, and guess what? The Lord hate that, and he's going to deal with those people that are lying on you, saying that you did this and you ain't did that. I've been put in jail for things, man, that I did not do, man. Guess what? The Lord hate that, man. All right, there's some people right now, and I'm not going to speak on it because, I'm trying to come in a spirit of being merciful because I need mercy from the Lord. But there's some people that absolutely F with me and brought false accusations upon me, and they're not doing so good, or their parents is not on the earth no more, or, they not doing so good right now. I'm going to just leave it at that. They damn near finna be off the earth is what I'm saying, call hello Yahweh Shema Shah. I didn't do it. I just simply addressed it, to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, these false accusations, and through the process of time, the Lord took care of that, man. All right, and that's why going back to feet, being swift to run into mischief, man. We gotta wait on the Lord, and when it comes to like revenge and things like that. Now, you shouldn't be running, to go to no damn orgy, or, we been and kind of chipped out with the nightlife shit, man, because it's so dangerous. Anything could happen, man. That's common sense, man. Running into mischief or going down, just following the multitude to do evil, basically, man. You know, like the whole world, the majority of them isn't serving Yahweh Bahashem and Hawashai. They're not coming in the fear of the Lord. So essentially, they're all running in the damn mischief, and we're not supposed to follow them. We're going to go the other way. We're going to go the straight gateway while everyone else goes that broad way, man. All right. And last but not least, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Did I get that? Yep. In the Edom Online, unfriendly feeling, ill will, man. And hey, starting with our nation, your brothers, man, from the other tribes or even your own tribe. Remember, this was a curse put upon us that a man shall have an evil eye towards his brother. That's terrible. Plotting, scamming, manipulating, each other, man. That ain't right, man. We supposed to be brotherly, and if we were to be brotherly, and not one brother of our nation be in need of anything, man, we will all be able to take care of each other. And that's what the law is for. You wouldn't have to worry about your brother committing adultery. We would have beautiful, flourishing, strong, healthy children. Our wives wouldn't be whores. They wouldn't stink. I could drive my car around town without having to goddamn play the mean mug game, man. That shows you how destroyed our people. It ain't like that with every single person. Some, especially in the country or down south areas, people are more likely to speak to you, but you go like New York and all this stuff, oh man, especially in these major cities, people are rude as hell. I'm talking about your own brothers and sisters, man. You say good morning to them, they'll walk right past you, man. I've experienced it. All right. We not supposed to be like that, man. We supposed to be, and it ain't got to be, quote unquote sunshine and rainbows and just perfection, like upon this earth at least, but it could be so much more decent for us. We could be thriving a lot more, even in our captivity, man, if we was to just put a decent effort in keeping the law, man. The law, statutes, and commandments, man. The dietary law, right? You wonder why our people are all effed up, all right, and sick and got all these different manners of diseases and things, man. It starts with the shit that they're putting in their body that the Lord told them not to put in their body, man. And wonder why you got gout, high blood pressure, heart disease. And if you look, on the CDC, so-called black and brown people lead the way in the majority of these diseases, man, that take place upon the earth, and it stems from disobedience towards Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashai, man. All right, and as we get closer and closer to D-Day or J-Day, Jacob's trouble, the Great Tribulation, we gotta tighten our shot group, man. We gotta get better. We got to do better. It's just that plain and simple. We have to perform, man, so that we can receive that reward and enter into that everlasting rest. Cause this ain't it, boy. We exhausted, boy. There ain't nothing left to hold on to. Boy, every cool, quote unquote, cool thing about these cities in Babylon the Great, it done got played out. What it is, California, it was amazing, seeing the gang stuff, and this is when we was in the world, and how they talk and their culture and the palm trees and things like that. Man, that shit played out. They're a bunch of weirdos. You got all these, they look weird. See, that gang stuff, it looked way more intimidating with the bandanas and the dickies and shit back in the 90s. Now they still doing the gang shit out there on the West Coast, but they look ridiculous. Skinny jeans, we grow up fast, so everybody out there look like children. Then you talk about New York, that shit been through. It's filthy, rats everywhere. Their culture, they don't have no culture no more. Atlanta is on its last leg. That shit burnt out. You know what I mean? Texas, that shit burnt out. Nobody cares, man. It's time to go. It ain't nothing left to hold on to here, man. Like I say, the little bit of cool shit, the little bit of salt that we did have, that the Lord let us, show the earth, that shit then got played out, man. Don't nobody want to hear no more of that New York talk. What up, B? What up, son? Don't nobody want to hear that shit on the West Coast. Don't nobody want to hear that Atlanta shorty shit no more. We from down here. All that shit played out, man. It is time to go. Lord willing, this great tribulation is right around the corner. And The Lord is gonna eradicate all this pride off the earth, man. We just read 6 things that, the Lord hates, man. And he's definitely going to deal with the people of our nation that remain in that type of behavior. And we do know predominantly the majority of them is going to remain in that spirit, especially the first thing that the Lord said he hates, man, are proud. Look, a lot of our people are pride, man. Are proud. Especially old folks, man. Everybody. They old. They think they've seen it all. They think they know the Lord. They want to bring out precepts there. You know what I mean? Like they know everything. You can't tell them nothing. They can't be corrected. They can't be governed. That's what they call in Babylon the Great. When I used to cut up, man, they was threatening me with that. Called ungovernable. If you're just an unruly child, they can deem you as ungovernable and they'll hand your ass over to the state, man. All right, that's exactly how our people are. They're ungovernable. They can't be corrected. You can't tell them nothing. So guess what? The Lord got a way of humbling people, man. And our people are about to see here pretty soon, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear again to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Till next time, Shalom.